God!
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection, it's Millennium Falcon that you put together. Batteries not included.
Nice landing, Han Solo. Uh-oh, come on, Chewbacca. Stormtroopers are coming.
Action figures each sold separately.
Got him on radar. I'll fire the laser cannon.
There's even a hidden storage hatch.
Ready for takeoff. Jump to light speed. We're gone. On to the Death Star.
Millennium Falcon from Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately.
The Empire's landing.
It's new AT-AT, the all-terrain armored transport from Kenner. Batteries not included, action figures each sold separately. You can make AT-AT walk. Its legs are big enough to crush obstacles. You can move AT-AT's head and pretend to scan for rebels. AT-AT has a cockpit for Imperial Commander and AT-AT driver, and laser machine guns. When you push a button to fire the laser cannons, you activate battle lights and sounds. There's even a troop compartment. New AT-AT from Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection.
Hi guys, and welcome to a special edition of Retro Bytes. A special Christmas edition, if you like. And the reason why I've chosen the Millennium Falcon and the AT-AT is because it's 40 years this Christmas since I got these exact toys. Now, in some of my other videos, I've mentioned that I only got into Star Wars in 1983 during the hype of Return of the Jedi. And before that Christmas, the only figure I had was the R2-D2 with sensor scope. So that Christmas I wanted to go all in on Star Wars toys. Now, I really wanted the Millennium Falcon, but I also wanted the AT-AT. Now, my mum and dad said you can only have one or the other, and I think I went with the Millennium Falcon. So you can imagine my surprise on Christmas Day when there was two big boxes under the Christmas tree. And I know it's a cliche, but I actually said it was the best Christmas ever. Until 5 years later when I got my Commodore 64. So let's take a closer look, starting with the Millennium Falcon. So this box is the Palitoy version. Even though it's not got the nice Palitoy logo at the bottom, it does say there that it was Palitoy. And if you notice, the box is printed on all sides, and that was the standard for Palitoy Star Wars boxes. This is a bi-logo box, so you've got the English Return of the Jedi logo there and the French logo there. And there were a few variations of the Millennium Falcon box, and like I said, this is the Return of the Jedi box, but it still has the Cloud City scene. And they did eventually change it to a Tatooine scene from the deleted scene from Return of the Jedi, but I don't think Palitoy got that version. So on the top you've just got some of the play features, and it's the same on the other side. And this time there's just no pictures from the film, no stills from the film, it's just got the Return of the Jedi logo and the words Millennium Falcon vehicle on either side. And that's obviously the French version. So let's take a look at the toy itself. And here is my original childhood Millennium Falcon, measuring a whopping 21 inches long. This was, at the time, the biggest Star Wars ship released. So what play value did the Falcon provide? Well, let's remove the rear cover and take a look inside. Firstly, we have the chess table, so Chewbacca and R2 can have a game of Djarik. Then there's the Jedi training ball where Luke can practice his lightsaber skills. Plenty of foot pegs for our heroes to stand, and this odd little seat in the middle of these control panels, complete with footrest. Another great feature is the false floor that allows two figures to hide and avoid enemy detection. And when the panel isn't needed, it's neatly stored under these tabs in the roof panel. In the centre of the Falcon is the gunner's chair, so you can reenact Luke and Han's TIE fighter battle, and this rotates when the laser cannon is turned. The Falcon's 3 landing gears fold up for flight and has an opening cockpit that snugly fits 2 figures. The access ramp folds down to allow figures to enter the ship like in the films. And then there's the swivelling radar dish that I held in place with plasticine 30 odd years ago, as it wouldn't stay on. And finally, the main feature of the Millennium Falcon is its battle alert sound. 2 C-type batteries fit into this door in the side, and when the button is pressed, a motor inside spins a cog that connects with a plastic tab, which in turn makes the horrible battle alert sound. The Millennium Falcon was first released by Kenner in 1979 and was still being sold 5 years later in 1984. So this goes to show how popular the toy was and was one of Kenner's top-selling Star Wars products. And now onto the AT-AT. Now the box is similar size to the Millennium Falcon, it's just a bit wider, and as you can see again, this is the Return of the Jedi release. And it is Palatoy, but it's not got the Palatoy logo, but again it does say it in small print on the top. Now I believe this is the only Star Wars box art that has a still from the film as the background for the diorama. I don't think any others had that. Millennium Falcon had some sort of airbrushed image of Cloud City, but I think this is an actual still, so whether it was like a big screen or a back projection and they just had the toys set up in front of the screen. And you'll notice on the front there it's got a big AT-AT sticker. Now the reason for that is this originally came with a survival pack, so it had accessories like gas masks and backpacks, assault rifles, and I think the grapple hook for Luke, so it's like a belt attached to a grappling hook. This version didn't come with those accessories, so instead of redoing the entire box, they just slapped a big sticker on the front and the stickers on the back as well. And because this is a Palatoy box, it's got the printing on all the sides, so you've got the picture there of the AT-AT and some price stickers. I'll show those in closer detail in a sec. And again, it's got English on the front, French on the back, or if you're French, French on the front, English on the back. And at the top you've got the play features, so just showing that the cockpit takes 2 AT-AT drivers, the side guns rotate and click, and then you've got the chin guns which pulsate, and the head moves up and down and left and right. I think it's the same on the other side. Yep. Now this has still got the price sticker on, and as you can see, my parents paid $24.99 for this back in 1983. I'm not sure what that's worth now, but I'm sure I'll do a bit of googling and put the price in the corner. So let's take a look at the AT-AT out of the box. Standing at over 18 inches tall, the AT-AT, or All-Terrain Armoured Transport, was released by Kenner in 1981. And while it doesn't have as many play features as the Millennium Falcon, it was still an impressive toy that had kids drooling over it in the toy aisles. The AT-AT has movable legs that can be positioned at the hip, knee and ankle joints. Now I'm not going to demonstrate this as I daren't risk breaking the things, plus they haven't been moved in years. The side door opens to reveal space for plenty of stormtroopers, and this panel lifts out with the help of a 2p coin to reveal the battery compartment. 2 massive D-type batteries are needed to operate the AT-AT's main feature, the light-up pulsating laser cannons, or chin guns as they're sometimes known. These are operated by pressing the button on the lever, the same lever that controls the head movement. The cockpit opens to fit 2 AT-AT drivers, and the 2 side guns click when turned. And yes, I know they're upside down, and they have been for 40 years. Now, looking back, I do feel the AT-AT should have had a couple of more features, and one that springs to mind is a way that Luke could have been winched up to the underside in order to throw in the explosive. Now, this could have been achieved via a hole in the interior floor with a length of string and a harness on the end. Then the child would just manually pull the string from the inside, raising Luke to the AT-AT's belly. Anyway, no matter, it is what it is, and I and many other kids over the world was more than happy with the AT-AT as it was. So that was the Millennium Falcon and the AT-AT, and they have stood the test of time and are a little battle worn, such as the tip of this gun here and the odd sticker peeling off, but they were meant to be played with, and that's exactly what I did. I just was very careful with my toys. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye!